But I think the funny thing about like you actually maybe let me step back a little bit more. You said that I mean they had a Chrome team, right? So was there actually a Chrome beta out by then that people had, or was it just an internal project?
It was the it was a big secret. It was a big secret, even within the
Okay.
company. It's not something that we talked about. It was something that we felt like was worth preserving because we just knew that it would generate a lot of interest if we told the world. So when I joined, had our own team there, and we were working on the browser, and we weren't able to tell anyone that. Chrome got its start from essentially porting WebKit to Windows. And WebKit was the or is the rendering engine for Safari for the Mac. So they still had the old JavaScript engine in there from WebKit, and we just like essentially built a replacement for that with V8. We made V8 something that you could use standalone as well from on the outside, which helped us build it, but also enabled something like Node.js to just pick V8 up without Chrome and put it into a server-side context, which was like awesome to see. I still remember when we had Ryan Dahl visiting us in the Aarhus office, the inventor and first implementer and hacker on Node.js. That was just a good experience too. So he was just able to get a high quality JavaScript engine, wrap it in a web server context, and get Node.js out really, really quickly. And I think he did a fantastic job on that. But this way of building it so it could replace the JavaScript engine in the browser that would be released as Chrome later, and then also make it available for others. I think that was a good decision we made there. But yeah, Chrome was an internal sort of secret, and we worked on that for a while before we started dog fooding it on the inside of the company, getting people to use it. And I remember it was a fun thing, and we had a dog food release out internally, and the first version where we enabled V8, we could we we got ready to send out the new sort of internal release of this alpha version of Chrome, if you will, inside Google, and we sent it out with V8, and I think we were all just super impressed how much faster it was, like loading Gmail, everything just felt just much smooth. Turned out we forgot to enable V8 in that release, so it was all just like how we perceived it. I think we all wanted it to be great. In reality, at that point in time, lots of the web apps were not really pushing. They were so constrained by slower browsers like Internet Explorer that they just couldn't really push the functionality to the limit because they didn't have a fast execution engine. So most of them just didn't really have a lot of like meaty JavaScript to throw at our new engine there. So it made very little difference for existing apps at that point. That quickly changed once we got it out right, because then suddenly we had something that people could throw more at, and they wanted to throw more at it. And today, like JavaScript apps are huge and everywhere. But at that point, I still remember that sort of somewhat embarrassing moment when we realized that we shipped the new version where we thought V8 was enabled. We even celebrated, and it turned out it wasn't. So yeah.